Well, it's taken me almost 36 hours to respond to your response, and I'm not even sure you really expected me to respond more, or so that you were just making a statement. But your statement that you made, I felt like I needed to address, and if only just for my own peace of mind. So let me just start by saying your first response was, why do I come across as so sad and depressed? And then you followed it up with, if you were me, you would be very happy all the time and elated that your husband was still alive. So I took that as in three separate things. First of all, why am I so sad and depressed? Well, I'm not always sad and depressed, but I will admit that I battle with depression. I've never hid that fact. I openly talk about it. It is part of who I am, part of the culture that we live in, unfortunately, is just depressing as it is. But, I have a whole family history of chemical imbalance, part of the struggle. So I'll say that. But why would I be depressed in a situation like this? I don't know. Could it be that my husband was diagnosed with a terminal and incurable disease? And while I lean on the fact that he says God has healed him, and I'll stand with him on that, if that is in fact the case, praise the Lord and I rejoice in that. I also have to deal with the fact that he has a severe brain trauma from injury from having surgery and having the tumor removed, having radiation and chemotherapy to come in and affect that. And to just really be honest, I don't put it out there every day, but it has very much affected Glenn's behavior and the way he perceives the world and the way he perceives me, and sometimes talks to me and sometimes relates to me. It's not the person that I'm used to dealing with. I'm not complaining about that, but it is a reality, and sometimes that is a little overwhelming. It's when you have the man who is the love of your life and that makes your heart flutter, all of a sudden speak differently. It is a little disheartening, but it doesn't mean that he loves me any less or that I love him any less. I don't believe that. But it is a little troubling. I'm sorry if you don't see that. I'm sorry if you can't comprehend that. And you know what? Thank God you don't. Really. Thank God you don't. If you were me, you would be elated that your husband is still living. Yes, I am elated. And I'm sure you would be. Especially if you had a man as wonderful as what my husband is. You would be so delighted that he is still living. By saying that, it kind of implies that I'm not, which is absolutely not the truth or the case. But now let me just share a little bit of this with you. I have a reality that I have to deal with. And my reality is not butterflies and roses. You see, every single day I have to deal with the fact that Glenn has to deal with his challenges now that he has had his surgery and his treatments. But they left some damage behind. They left a significant, not my words, doctor's words, significant aneurysm in his heart. And Glenn already has trouble with his heart. The thing about an aneurysm is my late husband passed away from an aneurysm. He came in from outside. He put his keys down. He walked up the stairs. He took off his shirt and he fell to the ground. Ran up the stairs just in time to hold him in my arms and to tell him that I love him. So I know what an aneurysm is. I know that I have to live with the reality that every single moment could be his last. I have to make sure that Glenn doesn't overexert himself, that he doesn't get over upset, that he remains calm. I have to watch out for that. Now, do we all of us, have to live as if every breath is our last? Absolutely yes. Yes, we all do. But when you are looking at someone and it is just an obvious thing that you are every moment making sure that this moment counts, it is as taxing as it is a blessing. And I'm sure that is hard for you to comprehend as well. But it is a reality that I live with every day. You see, I don't know 10 minutes from now if Glenn will be here or not, just like I don't know 10 minutes from now if I'm going to be here or not. That's not the point. The point is that does that mean I'm not elated that he is still alive? Well, of course I am. Why wouldn't I be? So I'm taking your comment that you made and stepping back. At first I was a little offended. Don't want to do that. Then I was a little angry. I don't want to do that. Then I was a little hurt. I don't want to do that. And now I think it's because you don't understand. And I am thankful that you don't. I pray you never have to understand. I pray that you never have to wonder if today is your last day with the person you love, or if they know the things that they're saying are true or not true, or that your whole life is paused and stopped while you're waiting for that other shoe to drop. We go on and we live our lives every day to the fullest of what it is that we can, the fullest and to the extent of what he's capable of doing. Sometimes that's 2 or 3 hours. Sometimes it's 4 or 5 hours. Most days, it's just an hour by hour thing. And I'm okay with that. But don't mistake for a moment that I'm not elated. And I'm sorry if I seem depressed. I made a decision when this started that I was going to document this. And I'll tell you the reason why. Because when I look out there for other people that are going through this like me, there aren't a lot of resources. And it doesn't have to be brain cancer. I have talked to so many people that I know personally that I've lost contact through the years, that their husbands or their wives went through something similar to this and how alone they felt. And I want to make it my passion to let anyone that's going through something like this, to let them know they're not alone. And you're not alone either. I'm not pointing you out or calling you out. I've erased your comment. I just want to tell you that if you don't understand, thank God. But if you ever get into a situation where you do, I'm here. I understand. I've been there. I've done that. And sometimes even a stranger can help you more than a friend who means well but hasn't been through it. So with that, I love you. I see you. You're not alone. Please forgive all of my insecurities and frailties, and know that I am rejoicing and praising God daily for the blessings that He has given me, including you. God bless.